Ka Long of Hong Kong, China, and Malaysia's very own 5th seed, Zii Jia. That's what they've all stayed back to watch. And this is where they all want to see him in the final against the top seed, Victor Axelsen. Massive. What a result yesterday for Lee against Axelsen's compatriot, Anders Antonsen.
Men's singles semi-finals. Please welcome Ka Long Angus of Hong Kong, China.
Angus on Ka Long. Well, there was some support from there for him. Not too much. Just wait till it's Zii Jia.
His opponent, Zii Jia, Malaysia.
Very hard to compete with that. Zii Jia, whether he likes it or not, has been anointed as the next big one for Malaysia. Lee Chong-wei retired. And so many people want him to follow in the footsteps of the great man. That's a lot of pressure to bear on those shoulders. He's come out firing, talking about the Olympics as well. That is a tremendous, isn't it? Now look at that, 4-all the record. Zii Jia beat Angus and Ka Long last Sunday.
To receive. So
and I tell you what, didn't just beat him, he completely smashed him. And that, I think, will be foremost in the mind of both players. Just listen to that noise. Yeah, that was 21-11, 21-10. It took just 34 minutes. We'll come back to that. Angus Ka Long is 29 years of age, just about 6 foot. He's now 24th in the world. He's had injury problems in the past, but he has been a former world number 6. That was achieved in November of 2017. Those are his results. 2 seeds taken out. Liu Chukyu is compatriot from Hong Kong, China, and then a 3rd seed, Li Shifeng, Asian Games champion. He beat him in straight games, the 3rd seed. That was a very impressive one. And Ka Long has won 2 titles. The German Open's most recent one last year. Beat Li Shifeng in that one as well. Zii Jia, much taller at 186. He's 26 years of age. He's currently the world number 10. He has been a former world number 2. That was last year. Well, the 2022, I should say. Late 2022 when he achieved that. Former Asia champion in that year as well. Former Southeast Asian Games champion, gold medalist in 2019. He's dropped games along the way. Zhao Junpeng, it's not an easy one. And then Kieran George, he said he was tired after that one. And yesterday, the best result so far, beating Anders Antonsen, a man who's not got a good record against generally. A tight one overall, and he came through it just about in 83 minutes. Now, there was some talk. Antonio Lovric of Croatia is our umpire. Zii Jia's got 5 titles to his name on the World Tour. Aris Metspalu of Estonia is our service judge. 5 titles to his name. Thailand Open last week. It was the first title of 2024. The coach that Zii Jia hired about a year ago, he was going through some tough times then.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Zii Jia, Malaysia. And on my left, Ka Long Angus, Hong Kong, China.
That's the other man there. What is a Malaysian as well.
Ka Long Angus to serve.
Former Academy Badminton Malaysia singles coaching director. He's moved over to Hong Kong. He replaces Wong Tat Mang, who's now here, facing across from him. So nice bit of symmetry there. That's a fantastic shot to get things going.
One
from well, I was going to say there were doubts, fitness doubts for Zii Jia, whether he would be able to even play this.
Service over.
There was a real concern that he had some severe cramps. It looked bad actually yesterday. I remember remarking in commentary that he was limping quite badly at the end. There was talk of a walkover and all that. Such a grueling quarter-final with Anders Antonsen. And he had a social media post. Zii Jia said, bruised and battered, but ready for battle. Now, you know, Ka Long, he's one that can certainly drag things out if he has to. He has no problems with that. And he might be thinking, well, that might be in the back of his mind. That's well wide. Remember that Zii Jia is also looking for
3-2.
a first win in Malaysia on the World Tour. Two semi-finals in this very tournament. One semi-final, excuse me, in 2020. It's the closest he's got. Malaysia Open, he's not had great results here, opening rounds. He's been out, so this would be a huge opportunity for him.
Service over, 3-4.
Didn't even attend the post-match press conference yesterday. His manager later revealing that he had those cramps, had to be rushed to the National Sports Institute for a cold bath to aid his recovery, having done those before. I tell you, they are not pleasant, but they do help. They really do help with recovery. Ice baths are brutal. He's just in front here, Zii Jia.
5-4.
440 minutes of action coming into this semi-final, Zii Jia. It's almost 8 hours. Excellent work from both players, and Zii Jia keeps it alive. Ka Long was favourite to win that. Oh, we makes it, but it is being challenged by Lee.
Goal in.
I think he might well have made it. He does, indeed. Yeah, his sister, who's his manager, Zii Jia, had said that the back-to-back action since Thailand, of course he went all the way to Thailand as well, and he's gone deep in this tournament, so that's 2 tournaments in a row where he's had a lot of matches, and his sister said it's been tough for him. He was really stretched to the limit by Kieran George. He mentioned that in particular, even though he won in straight games, he said he was tired at around the 15 mark. Now that's good for Lee.
Service over. 6-5.
Severe cramps, whether they were seated, walking or standing apparently. Apparently didn't have very much to say to anyone after yesterday's win.
Service over. 6-all.
And you can understand that when it's the Olympics coming up, you just don't want to risk anything, do you? And you've got the Singapore Open and Indonesia Open as well. Fantastic cross score, he's so good at that.
Service over. 7-6.
Anders Antonsen, who he beat yesterday, said he thinks this is some of the best badminton he's seen from Zii Jia. This rally we've had so far between these two.
8-6.
There's that little bit of drift. We'll see. Yeah, Anderson actually felt he could have won this, but he was very much admiring of Zii Jia. He said he could have gone either way. Didn't feel there was much that separated them, and it was the momentum that really helped. All about trying to get that momentum.
9-6.
He said that third spray he had at the beginning of the third game really helped. He said, I want some of that cold spray. Anders Anderson tongue-in-cheek. He said at the time he had the momentum and it was frustrating, he couldn't keep it from there. But he did admit it was a very physical match, and he had that feeling that he was in a better condition than Lee was, and that's probably about right. Well, that's gone long again. He was limping a little bit.
10.
But even with all that, Lee came through. And he's now up by 4 points. This is an excellent start now after pretty close till about 6-all, and then Zii Jia has accelerated. He's missed that completely, Angus. And at the interval here of this first game, Zii Jia leads Angus and Ka Long 11-6.
Twenty seconds. 20 seconds.
Ka Long, by the way, at the Malaysia Masters, is a former winner in 2017.
Wait.
And he got to the finals in 2022. So that's something that Zii Jia hasn't managed to do yet here in Malaysia. Again gone long. That's what, 3 now? Maybe 4 points
6
for Ka Long. Just a little wide there for Zii Jia.
Service over. 7-12. Eight, 12. Nine, 12.
Starting to bear down on Lee here. Oh, it's skipped the net, gone wide. Well, I'll tell you what, I have to say, already here, I know he's trailing by 4, but Ka Long, I feel, is already playing a lot better than he was last week. I'm sure Malaysian fans don't want to hear that, but I have to say I was a bit stumped by his passive play last week. I think I even used the word passive in commentary, at how easy, how straightforward it was for Zii Jia in Bangkok last weekend, last Sunday. But here, just just something more about him.
Service over. 10-13.
Ka Long. Zii Jia has won the last 3 times that they have played. So if you're looking at the head-to-head as 4-all, well, it was all much, much earlier on.
Service over. 14-10.
So you could also argue, Ka Long could say, well, I've still beat him 3 times in 2023 at the Indonesia Masters, the Asia Championships and the Korea Open all last year.
15-10.
Good shot there, and well played there by Zii Jia. Just out. I think that's what, 4 or 5 points now.
16.
Going with a little bit of that drift. Just a bit behind him. Ka Long. That might just help carry the shuttle a little bit beyond the line, and the end that Zii Jia is playing at, that's the preferred end, the far end.
Oh,
sheer power from the Malaysian. who, as I mentioned earlier, hasn't perhaps had the greatest of years in 2024. But he's now got that tournament under his belt, the win in Thailand. That really would help. Didn't really go beyond the
service over, 11-17.
quarter-final stage. Of any tournament this year until he won the Thailand Open.
12-17.
We had a few quarterfinals, such as the All England and the India Open, and well, those would be the minimum you'd expect for a top 10 player.
13-17.
And now Zii Jia starting to maybe make a move here. Also got to the Asia Championships quarters, lost to Jordan Christie, the eventual winner. Well out, isn't it, in the end?
Service over.
It's a lead of 5.
13.
And Ka Long also hasn't gone very far in tournaments this year. A couple of quarterfinals at the Malaysia Open. He lost to Axelsen and the Thailand Masters. And then, of course, getting to the final of the Thailand Open was a big deal for him. Otherwise, quite a number of early exits. That one's gone long.
Service over. 14-18.
Yeah, good call there from
15-18.
Hong Konger. Just to leave it. It's a 3-point lead. By the way, he's already scored more points in this game than either of the 2 games that he played last week against Zii Jia. As I said, he's played far better today.
19-50.
Look to go aggressive on that one, into the net. Oh, that's gone long. Again. A number of times. That's cost him.
20.
About the margin that he has right now, in fact. 5 points. 5 game points for Zii Jia. The power again for Zii Jia is enough to take this first game.
First game won by Zii Jia, 21.
Zii Jia, excellent. Angus also had some good moments. Could still be a fascinating second game, and I think on as well. Remember, these players, they've just got to be careful about getting themselves injured. And Ka Long, though, unfortunately for him, he is not going to the Olympics. Lee Chuk-yu is Hong Kong's representative there. He made the top 16. Squeezed in there.
Second game, level, play.
So let's see now if Ung prefers this end, going against the drift, where he can play more freely, perhaps.
1 love.
Zii Jia is just a force to be reckoned with at the moment, the way he's playing. There's a case in point with that smash.
2 love.
Takes it on beautifully. Well, with his strong attacks, I just have to rein it in just a little bit.
Service over. 1, 2. To all.
He's done well there. Oof. That's probably the wildest shot we've had so far in this match.
Service over. 3, 2.
It's good.
Service over. 3 all.
There were 6 former winners here in the competition, across men's and women's singles. Angus and Ka Long was one of them. There you go. Now he's going to feel what it's like to have that little bit of drift behind him.
4, 3.
That, by the way, was a
5, 3.
rare lead. What we're seeing right now is Ka Long in front. He was in front briefly at the start of the first game. Let's see if he can build on this. Oh, it's a couple of really wild shots from both these players.
6,
Took his
3.
break his finger. Yep, he did. Hence the cutting up of his racket. As you might just see there, if you're wondering why, well, if the string breaks, it can warp the frame of the racket, so with all the tension. So you want to cut it up and get it restrung later on. So, it's the biggest lead that he has had so far in this match on Ka Long, 3 points.
Service over, 4-6.
Alright, enjoying that one. Whips it back quickly. He's quick on the mark
Service over,
here.
7,
Certainly enjoying
4.
this side, as we said. That is the side they want to be on. So, Ka Long has been in 22 semi-finals in his career. In his senior career in the World Tour and above, and trying to go from behind and goes back.
8,
And he's won
4.
13 and lost 9.
Ka Long.
Sorry, he's won 14 and lost 9, I should say, now including the one they just played last week. Now, interestingly, Zii Jia has got a losing record in semi-finals overall. He's won 10 and lost 14. He's won his last 3 in a row, though.
Service over, 5-8.
Last week at the Thailand Open and then Denmark Open and the Arctic Open.
Six, 8.
Yeah, you can just see how much better it is getting for
Service
Ka
over,
Long here on this end.
9-6.
His attacks are just having a little bit more effect because he can really push through his shots. When you're going against the drift, it's effectively the breeze that's coming against you, because when it's with you, you just got to be a bit careful it doesn't go long, which it did quite a few times for him. Oh, that looked good. It is. Right in the
10,
corner.
6.
He's not going to challenge that. Ka Long is 4 points clear now of Zii Jia. Now, if this does go to a third game, that's going to be really interesting to see how they cope on the ends. We'll talk about that if it goes to that. Well, you do need a little bit of luck. Should have won this point. He had Zii Jia where he wanted him,
Service over,
but he couldn't
7,
quite
10.
complete the smash. Zii Jia, fantastic reflexes, and it did just enough to get over. No reaction from Wong Tak Meng. You know, there's still some way to go. Talking of no reaction, Zii Jia qualified for the Olympics. He said he wasn't really that bothered because he is targeting Olympic gold, which is lofty aims. You'd have to say a lot of very good badminton players says he has the potential to win, but he did admit he's still struggling with his performances. I don't think that's the case anymore, to be honest with you.
8-10.
Well, I think he's building up a head of steam here overall, Lee. So he's very sympathetic to his compatriot Eun Seo-young, who was so close to making it, but then got injured. And he said he's also pleased to be the first men's singles player from Malaysia to qualify for a second Olympics after Lee Chong-wei. Again, there's always that comparison. He's just out, and he's coming back in nicely. 3 in a row for Lee. Just outside the line, it would appear. Oh, was that inside? I think it was. Perfect again.
Service over. 11-9. Interval.
And that takes Ka Long into the interval with a slender lead. 11-9 in the second, but it's Zii Jia has won the first game. Yeah, that's a great shot.
Coach, go to chair. Coach, go to chair. Wait.
The crowd making noise, being shushed by others. It's fantastic. Now, is he moving well? He isn't. I have to say, he is just starting to limp a little bit. There you go. I just held up a little bit. He is starting to not move very well, Lee Chong-wei. Excuse me. Talking about Lee Chong-wei earlier. Zii Jia. But he, just keep an eye on this. Now, if you spotted that as well, I think it's on Ka Long. He's going to try and move him around a little bit. Just see. Yeah, he's looking, isn't he? This time it doesn't go over, and I'm afraid it's not looking good. It really isn't.
9.
And I think he's just signaled to the umpire. Oh dear. No. Okay, so first of all, I was really worried that he was going to stop, but he's just asking for some attention here. This is not a good sign. Really not a good sign for him. Now they're going to have to just do whatever they can. 33 shots at rally. That rally did not help his cause. This is worrying as far as Lee Chong-wei is concerned. That spray, remember the magic spray that helped him yesterday. He will certainly be hoping it has some effect here today. That will inevitably give a big boost to this man here, Ka Long, who's already playing pretty well in the second game. Much better for him anyway on this side in the second game. He's leading by 4. For now, he's going to continue. Zii Jia. Now, Ka Long, of course, he knows you have to make the most of this. You've got to move your opponent around. You've got to make him suffer more cramp.
Wait.
That's only natural. Got to take advantage of the situation.
Service over.
Mind you,
10,
he might
30.
just feel a second lease of life, as it were. Second wind for Lee. Let's see. I'm just looking at Lee at the end of each point.
10.
He's certainly walking a little bit better. Still moving around better than he was a couple minutes ago, but that was a great shot.
Service over, 11-14.
Well, he's got to try and, I suppose, if the cramp is still around, he's going to try and have to play within himself a little bit. Do what he can. He's not exactly racing back to the recovery position.
12-14.
That's out as well from there's only 2 points in it. We're left to think long and hard. He's got
50-12.
a 750 next week in Singapore, a Super 1000 in Indonesia. The week after that, he's got the Olympics coming up. Does he want to take all these risks? Good work there from
12.
not walking around particularly smoothly at the moment. That's better.
Service over.
I'm sure the last thing he wants is to go into a third game. He may not really have a choice here. Wants to continue. There's our winning speed, the winner, 131 kilometers per hour. That was a great shot. It will hold up.
17,
That's the other advantage
30.
of going into the drift. It holds up in those sort of situations. It's a lead of 4 here for Ng, and 4 is also what he needs to win this.
Service over, 14-17.
Sent over the wrong way. Only a couple points in it now. So there's still hope here for Zii Jia.
15-17.
Ka Long has played 9 times against a top 10 player in the semi-finals of a World Tour event. He's won 3 of them, including his last 2. Great reactions there from Ng. Good rally, this one doesn't make it over, and there's a point in it.
17.
The crowd is playing its part. That was a fantastic rally. Well, Ung was looking in really good shape. But it's all suddenly come good.
Thank you.
It was 14-10, which means he's won 6 of the last 9 points. Zii Jia. The spray has worked again, you could argue. And he is level.
17.
Oh, this is magnificent. Zii Jia. Oh. 14-10 and then 16-12. 5 of the last 6 shots in his favour. And now he is in front.
18-17.
Absolutely superb from Zii Jia. 5 points in a row. And he is now 2 away.
17.
Oh, the fans will absolutely love this if he can do it. Zii Jia. And he's now set himself up for 3 match points.
Match point 17.
Huge one here for Zii Jia. This place will go off if he can do it here. And Zii Jia, this is to his first ever final here on Malaysian soil on the HSBC BWF World Tour. And it's been a real zen performance, as you've seen there from his celebration. In the last few minutes, he just calmly chipped away.
Match won by Zii Jia.
Angus and Ka Long.
21-15, 21-17.
He was looking in some real trouble with that limp, with the cramp that seemed to set in. The magic spray did exactly that. It produced some real magic from this man, who showed once again why he's Malaysia's #1. 17-13, he was down. He just reeled off 8 points on the trot. Something just clicked again for him, and he grew from strength to strength here. It has been a glorious performance here. Of course, there'll be questions about whether he'll be fine tomorrow. He's not going to care about that. He's not thinking about it right now. He is savouring this. 21-15, 21-17, 43 minutes. The fifth seed from Malaysia, Zii Jia, beats Angus and Ka Long of Hong Kong, China. Fantastic performance there. What a match we just had. Ka Long thought he might have turned the tide, but it wasn't to be. And this, by the way, is your order of play tomorrow in the final tier of the Malaysia Masters. We start women's doubles. The top seeds, Iwanaga and Nakanishi take on Lee and Shin of Korea, the 6 seeds. And then women's singles, PV Sindhu back in a final. It's going to be tough against second seed of China, Wang Ziyi. We've got at least some other Malaysia representatives in the finals. Gosun Wan and Lai Siobhan Jamie in the mixed doubles, the 4 seeds take on the 13 Malaysians, Rino Rivaldi and Peter Mantari. And then in the men's doubles, can we see more fairy tale stories? A first ever win in only their second tournament together this year for Jin Yong and Na Sung Seung of Korea, taking on the second seeds from Denmark, Kim Astrup and Anders Skarp Rasmussen. And then the big one, the one that everyone really looking forward to, the world #1, the top seed, Victor Axelsen of Denmark. He renews his rivalry with Zii Jia, the 5th seed from Malaysia. Well, what a fantastic day of action here at the Axiata Arena. It's been fantastic semi-final action, and we will look forward to seeing you tomorrow for all the final action here at the Axiata Arena. From me, Shazada, and the rest of the team, thanks a lot, and it's goodbye.